People, man. It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. He's like, who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner. Who? You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people today, man? How's y'all doing on these Thirsty Thoughts Thursday? You say Thirsty Thoughts Thursday? What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee hee ha ha, man. Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks on the bottom of that thing, all my folks on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? Man, I thought that was another scorpion, man. You know what I'm talking about? I woke up last night, man. I had to get up. I thought that was a scorpion, man. I was finna call it quits. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's up, my man Ken in the pen, man? Did I say it, man? You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get the stick up in stores now, man. You go get you some on 76 MacArthur Johns Liquors, what I'm talking about. 82nd Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody put them in their store in the hundreds. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, young man. Now, you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you don't watch me, you know what I'm talking about, or you don't like me, that's okay. Because you can still come get them from me, man. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, that's a spread. You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you. What you say, bro? Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about, man. Also in stores, you know what I'm talking about? Funkadotron, you know what I'm talking about? Make sure you go get you one. But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, make sure you go to Amazon, man, and you get you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. Worldwide INC. What you say, bro? Worldwide Incorporated. What you say, bro? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say what that means. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what I'm talking about? It means everybody. You say what, bro? I'm gonna say, hey, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody included. You know what I'm talking about, man? And Dugu, Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, y'all hold on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like where did I leave off at, man? Yeah, I don't promote no drug. Before we get through them disclaimers, my mama always said, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. You know what I'm talking about, man? Coffee Chronicles, you know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug users. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellers. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. People. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. He don't talking about no negativity. No. He don't talking about me, man. I don't promote shit. He don't talking about they was talking to me, man. I'm telling you, I don't promote shit. He don't talking about nah, man. Me, all I promote is y'all. Go ahead, do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the socially different, man. You know what I'm talking about? A brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bringing that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Like you say, bro, that love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, man. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out. Psst, 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 psst. Fuck with a nigga one time, man. Check it out. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people on this Thirsty Thoughts Thursday? You say Thirsty Thought Thursday? What are you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the bitches who ain't got no head rest, but to put you to rest with some head. You know what I'm talking about? Silent night. I see. You know what I'm talking about, fucking man. I say, bro, what you over here talking about today? Thirsty thoughts. You know what I'm talking about from the man who bought you thirsty thinking. You know what I'm talking about? Fresh off the press, it's Thirsty Thoughts Thursday. You say thirsty thoughts? What you talking about, bro? Just that thirsty thoughts. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how it is today, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know how it is today, bro. Thirsty thoughts. Now I'm gonna tell you what what I have been seeing is you feel me, like What am I trying to say, man? Thirsty thoughts. Like what I have been seeing, man, is like when a motherfucker used to bust they move back in the day, bruh. Like they would sell their soul for some money. You get what I'm saying? Like a nigga been to back doge for some money, man. A nigga been to, like everything was about some money, folks. It really wasn't about no attention. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like I'm finna throw my brother under the bus, nigga, to get a few views or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even get no money in the end. I just put this nigga on blast, or I just did this old fake ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? Just to get attention for all of 15 seconds. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday. And what ends up happening is, you got everybody running around with thirsty thoughts. I told you, we living in a day right now, bruh. Where ain't no telling what these niggas will do, bruh. I'm telling you, I done seen some of the fakest shit in the last, about the last 5, 6 years. I told you, we living in them days where two niggas could be talking and this other nigga they partner. But this nigga right here talking to the other nigga talking about, man, when you see me get up on them, pull out your camera. So they ain't already collaborated on some fake shit before they got over there. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga turn on his camera and the other nigga, he know the other nigga finna fire on the other nigga, but the other nigga thinking it's all love or something. You feel what I'm saying? So you been fired on the nigga, but like that shit just some fake shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like you squared up with the nigga, let's get down. We got this on camera. I'm just finna I'm finna dope fiend this nigga on camera, make sure you catch it. That's how shit, bruh. Thirsty thoughts. And the motherfucker do all that shit for nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And there's way too many of us on some real shit that just do that shit, bruh. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday. There's way too many of us that do that shit right there, bruh. It is. And the cold part about it is, like I said, bruh, it ain't even about no money no more. It's just about this 15 seconds, a little 5, 10 minute seconds of attention we gonna get. You know what I'm talking about? So we been a fucked off hella relationships, then been just a fucked off hella shit about a thirsty thought we had, thinking we was gonna get famous. You feel me? A thirsty thought we had, thinking we was gonna get famous. Especially on this shit right here. This computer shit, man, I done seen so many niggas panic. Like you was doing your own thing at first, you know what I'm talking about? But somewhere in your head you panic. You know what I'm talking about? So once you panic, you thought you wasn't moving fast enough, you jump out the window with one of these thirsty thought tactics. And it might have helped you for all of 15 seconds. Because the bad thing about that thirsty thought shit, the bad thing about any of this fake ass shit, if you ain't never listened to nothing I said, the moment you start doing that fake ass shit, you're gonna have to continue to do that fake ass shit to keep whoever you was trying to impress. Like say you came up here and start talking about somebody, brand you got famous. Do you realize the audience you just gauged from that shit, or the audience you just gathered from that shit? You gonna have to keep feeding that. You gonna have to keep on feeding that audience that fuckery. You gonna have like they gonna get tired of whatever you talked about to get their attention at first. So you gonna have to keep coming up with new motherfuckers to talk about, to gossip with, to argue with. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only way you gonna keep that crowd's attention. Cause that crowd right there ain't looking for no real shit. They looking for all of the deceptions, the lies. You know what I'm talking about? The 5-finger discount. They looking for all that shit, bro. They looking for the drama. Yeah, they looking for the drama, bro. They looking for the deception, the deceit, the 5-finger discount. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you, bro, I done seen so many motherfuckers panic, bro, and hit the motherfucking ejection button on they self to jump in the character of the fuckery. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck it, I want to be in the middle of all the mess now. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday, bro. And like I said, you can do what you want to, man. Just make sure in real life you ain't the one who come up with one of them thirsty thoughts and fuck off an important relationship in your life. Because nowadays, I told you got good people and you got bad people, right? Nowadays, it seems like they fitting everybody into you either on some real shit or some fuckery. But there's so many motherfuckers on the fuckery, the niggas who on the real shit become extinct. You know what I'm talking about? And I see this so much, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. I see this shit so much. To where there's so much fake shit going on that all the fake ass niggas can gather up and act like the nigga who on some real shit is the fake one. Because all these niggas is the ones running around here reporting shit, calling the police. This whole crowd right here, they really the ones who doing the fake shit. But all the niggas, there's so much niggas doing fake shit, they can all gather up and could become in a big old gang, right? And they can attack the real shit now. You know what I'm talking about? That's why y'all, like, we got people around this motherfucker y'all done made important that could just get away with anything, bro. You'll skip over all the fuck shit. You'll just tell people you don't want to hear that shit no more. Kind of like LeBron just tried to do with basketball, like the fans. They talking about they tired of the 90s. Like you could take the 90s basketball out of basketball. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bro. Because they want to erase all that shit and get straight to the soft shit. You know what I'm talking about? Where you can't touch a nigga no more. You can't even pick a nigga up. You know what I'm talking about? You can't even be up on a nigga like this no more. It's a foul. You know what I'm talking about? They want to celebrate that soft ass shit. They want to get rid of when you could knock a nigga all the way in the fifth row. You know what I'm talking about? They want to get rid of them days. You know what I'm talking about? Because them days right there was too rough. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles, man. Nigga, something straight out of comic book. Thirsty Thoughts, Thursday. And there's just too many of us having thirsty thoughts all around the board, bruh. Just like I told you niggas that you can't tell me. I know it's a good more than 50% of you niggas, y'all first piece of pussy came on a $40 tab. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. The first piece of pussy you ever got, you can't tell me no different. You gave 220s for that piece. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Thirsty thoughts. Because you niggas get way out of hand with these bitches too, bruh. Like, I ain't never seen no era where, like, I've only seen this shit in the pen, where a nigga just fall in love with a picture or something. But I ain't never seen no shit like you niggas just fiend over a way a bitch look, bruh. Nigga on my mama, bruh. If, like, these hoes y'all be looking at, if you just knew how half these hoes smelt in real person, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you wouldn't even be that thirsty, bruh. Like, all the motherfucker gotta do now is look good for a bitch or a nigga. And y'all motherfuckers is just ready to give y'all all based on the look. You don't know how this motherfucker smell. You don't know how this motherfucker is. You just don't know nothing about this motherfucker. But you just look at that picture and you know what I'm talking about. That's what attracted you. That's what you looking for. Even though that's how you know you don't know what you looking for. You know what I'm talking about? You just looking for something that look good. You know what I'm talking about? You just want something that look good. You that motherfucker that got that BMW that's clean as a motherfucker on the outside and inside. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker running hot. You know what I'm talking about? You one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? But you keep on taking a picture with that BMW in that driveway. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, that motherfucker clean. You know what I'm talking about? You can take all the pictures you want to of that motherfucker. Nigga, you can't ride that motherfucker to the store. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker running hot. You know what I'm talking about? Thirsty Thoughts Thursday, man. And us as people, we do that way too much. We do, bro. We had thirsty thoughts. We panic. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never seen the days where nigga is just willing to do anything when he panic. Bro, you know how many times, nigga, that I've personally been broke around some niggas that's having money. Never asking for no money and no shit like that, bro. A thought never came to my head that I'm finna get this nigga or nothing, bro. Them thoughts don't come to my head if I got love for you, bro. Even if I don't got love for you, I ain't really into stealing, folks. I ain't. If I take something from you, that shit might have to be on an accident or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we get in a fight and I slam you and your wallet just so happened to fall out your pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh no, bro, for me to take something, bro, it gotta be something like that. I'm just not looking to run up on somebody because I'm down on my luck and take something you got, bro. I was always taught that was hater shit. I ain't bullshitting with you. Some niggas I grew up with, bro, they, and I've been a nigga that robbed before. I don't know. But if you been in the street, I'm sure you done came across your fair share of licks or just your fair share of the shit that come with the streets, right? And but I was always raised around a nigga. I was taught that was bad, bro. I was always taught that robbing and shit, that was really just another extension to player hating. That's what niggas taught me. Niggas taught me you would, like, if your hustle ain't worth nothing, bro, like, nigga, you sorry. if you can't get out there, man, and come up with some kind of way, nigga, to create some kind of income or some kind of economy for yourself, bro, you just gotta run around. That's like a former player. Hey, and they was telling me this way back then when I was little, bro. Like you just sitting around looking at other niggas all day and what they getting and what they got. That's your major plan, bro. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? What kind of nigga is you? You can't come up with your own program. You got to sit around and stalk somebody else's. I was always taught that I was player hating. Y'all might not share the same thing. I'm just telling you what I was taught. You know what I'm talking about? So I always look down upon that shit. I ain't bullshitting with you. I always look down upon that shit. And I told you this is I know that shit wasn't right for baby cuz every time I hit a lick, nigga, I'm talking about immediately karma struck back, nigga. I'm talking about within 24 hours. So I left that shit alone. I told you damn near every time I didn't hit a lick, nigga, that shit didn't go right for the baby cuz. That shit didn't go right for the baby cuz. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday, man. And we got that shit in the real world, the computer. They just got you with thirsty thoughts. They put so much artificial shit in front of your face that you think you got to do this shit to make it. It's just like we just got a cold brainwashing, bro. Just like I said, you know how niggas jump bad with each other? And one little ass 19-year-old little scrawny ass police can pull you over, bro, and you will jump into full respect mode. Yes, sir? Oh, no, sir. You would check yourself real quick, bro. But you won't, like, we won't do that shit when it's other black people. We just reserve that shit for the people that we fear. We know how to correct ourselves. You know what I'm talking about? We know how to correct ourselves. We just like acting bad, but we know how to correct ourselves. We know when shit's serious. We know when all that hollering and shit, we ain't finna do all that. We know when we finna get some sense real quick. You know what I'm talking about? But we just don't do that with each other. You know what I'm talking about? We don't give each other that liberty. You know what I'm talking about? That shit reserved for them white folks and all that shit right there. Like my nigga Tang always say, they got you believing Mr. Johnson ice water is Mr. Johnson ice is colder than yours. Coffee Chronicles, hey, you know what I'm talking about? But thirsty thoughts, don't become that person. Yeah, man, don't become that person. You feel what I'm saying? Don't. I've seen a lot of people fuck themselves up like that, bro. All kind of ways, just being thirsty. You know what I'm talking about? Stop fucking with their real partners. Go over here and fuck with some other niggas, get knocked down. The other niggas then set them up. I told you I done seen my partner, bruh. My pimp partner get killed like that, my nigga. From some other niggas' thirsty thoughts. You know what I'm talking about? Because niggas out here, instead of just spending their time to handle their business, bruh, they, you know what I'm talking about? They don't take advantage of their time. And they just sit around and look at other niggas all day and develop some kind of way to, they develop some kind of feeling about what another nigga doing. And I think that's what's wrong on this earth right now because they got us set up to, like, they got you thinking somebody owe you something, folks. They do. You know what I'm talking about? They got you thinking that somebody owe your ass something and they don't, bruh. Like I said, I got a partner, a pimp partner that got killed like that, bruh. Cause some other niggas walking around, this nigga counting some money because he think he in front of players, bruh. He think this is a player convention. You feel what I'm saying? The whole time, this nigga in the thirsty thought campaign. You know what I'm talking about? He's sitting right there thinking he around some players, thinking he could count his loaf around some players. Then the nigga bust out, man, you count about 50, 60,000 or something. When the nigga turn around and ask you for 10,000, something like that, bruh. And then you tell the nigga, ain't no way in the world, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? What the fuck I look like, nigga? You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, I'm pimping. The fuck, nigga? I'm gonna give you $10,000 that a bitch bought me. Where they do that at? Coffee Chronicles. Just give it to you. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't even my real partner like that. You get what I'm saying? It ain't like, you know what I'm talking about? Because a real partner might do that, but a real partner just gonna come give you a loaf if he see you doing bad, man. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna even have to ask a real partner. He gonna understand it from what's going on. But just ask a nigga for like he is bitch or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like he did good for the money or something. You get what I'm saying? Let me have $10,000 so I can go buy me a Birkin daddy. You know what I'm talking about? But a nigga just asks another nigga for a loaf. And when a nigga like, bruh, I ain't, you know what I'm talking about? I'm doing something else, folks. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on the bigger and better things, bruh. I'm past the time where I'm sitting around handing out enormous amounts of money, bruh. And I did that my whole life. It's time for me to get on to the big condos in the sky and shit. And the motherfucker sat around a nigga that they thought was their partner, nigga, and had thirsty thoughts. You know what I'm talking about? And came up with a plan to knock that nigga down, bruh. About his shit. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday. Coffee Chronicles. And they teaching y'all how to develop that same mindset. How to sit around how you be. But y'all say y'all believe in God. But y'all sit around and judge other people all day. You want to tell God that somebody else don't deserve something. You questioning every day shit that God gave somebody else because you feel like they don't deserve that, bro. I told y'all we don't be wanting to tell you about God. We be wanting to play God ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Just let you tell it. God ain't gonna give you more than you can handle. God gonna bless you. But y'all don't share that mindset. Y'all run around this motherfucker looking who could do the next thing for you. You know what I'm talking about? Where can I fuck somebody over to get approved by these niggas ass niggas? You know what I'm talking about, bruh? But y'all say y'all believe in God. Let me tell you something, nigga. As long as you work hard, you ain't got no choice but to run into your effort. You get what I'm saying? It might not come quick, but as long as you working hard, bruh, you ain't got no choice but to run into your effort. You get what I'm saying? Just like if you sitting around this motherfucker being lazy, you ain't got no other choice but to run into your laziness. You get what I'm saying? The way you play the cards is the way the cards gonna come back, folks. You know what I'm talking about? In the game, period. Just make sure you even with the universe. You know what I'm talking about? Because a lot of us is not. We swear we is, but we ain't. Coffee Chronicles. Thirsty Thoughts Thursday, man. Don't be that motherfucker. Don't be that motherfucker out here watching everybody else so much. You done develop feelings about what they should do for you. You get what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen them type of motherfuckers? Your partner win the lottery, and for some reason you done already came up with an amount that you feel is suitable for a motherfucker to give you. And a motherfucker could throw you something, bro. A motherfucker could hit the jackpot, nigga, for $20 million and came and gave you $150, bro, and you wouldn't even be thankful. Because what's $150 when this nigga just didn't hit the jackpot for $20 million? And if a nigga came to give you $150, you will be mad about it because you steadily counting this nigga. Coffee Chronicles. See, because that's what they really do to you nowadays, bruh. They teach you how to keep score. That's why I tell you they pass you out a bunch of bad game, folks. Thirsty Thoughts. That's just like say you with a motherfucker and you doing everything. I keep explaining this to you. See, a genuine, real motherfucker, you just with this motherfucker and y'all in for the long haul, folks. And you just doing what's necessary to be done to keep y'all afloat, bruh. It ain't no keeping score. But I'm going to tell y'all what y'all do. Lord forbid y'all ever have to do something for a minute. Like say you got to take care of a motherfucker for 2 months. It's just like acrimony, bruh. You been to put so much on the little ass shit you done did, you done made that bigger than anything else. Just like the bitch did in acrimony. So even when the nigga came back, bought the bitch mama house back and gave her $10 million, this bitch don't realize at that point he had done more for her than she had ever did for him. But all that bitch could see is what she did. You get what I'm saying? So she put what she did over everything else, bruh. Because in her mind, her time was wasted. You get what I'm saying? But a motherfucker just came and doubled down on the game on you, bruh. Yeah, you quadruple what you done never did, and you still can't accept that. Because in your mind, you still going back to the days you done, nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. And the way they telling you to think, you ain't gonna never find a motherfucker that's equal to you. Because they telling you to think how whatever you do, Thirsty Thoughts, is bigger than what everybody else does, bruh, even though it's the same thing. So anything you do, you going to keep scoring. You going to remember that. So y'all just walking around playing games like I told you, bro. Y'all walking around with each other just using leverage. Whoever got the most leverage, that's who controls the relationship. Coffee Chronicles. And you ain't going to even find peace like that. You just going to run around with a motherfucking a score sheet for the rest of your life. Comparing what people do. But everything you do is going to be on the top of the list. You know what I'm talking about? And that's fucked up, bro. They got y'all, they teaching y'all how to get out of just being genuine people, bro. They teaching you to run around here and take score like the bitch. You know what I'm talking about? They teaching you to walk around here, nigga, and just be at limbo, bro. Y'all just playing games. Real wide. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. They just teaching y'all to sit around this motherfucker and keep score with each other. You see Medea up there, man? Medea and Magnolia Heen, man. You know what I'm talking about? R.I.P. to the fallen. I ain't bullshitting with you. But yeah, they got y'all fucked up now, man. Them thirsty thoughts, folks. I mean, that shit might seem cool for the moment, bruh, but jumping on that shit, bruh, you always gonna set yourself up for failure, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Just stick to your own program, folks. You ain't gotta have thirsty thoughts, cause some thirsty thoughts will make you do some, it'll just make you panic, nigga. And you'll do some shit that you ain't even have to do, folks. It's like at the movie at the Inst, nigga. The Inst. Y'all ever seen that movie, The Mist? And they just said they thought they was finna get killed by bugs, so they said, fuck it. The bright idea they came up with is we just gonna we ain't gonna let the bugs kill us, nigga. We just gonna commit suicide or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna have one motherfucker shoot everybody, and when that nigga shot everybody, nigga, then they the army was coming in, had killed the bugs, bruh. Thirsty thoughts. You ain't never gotta panic, folks. And you should know that if you really read your Bible. Because it said all you got to do is have faith. And he going to take care of you. You know what I'm talking about? So what is we panicking for? What are we having thirsty thoughts for? You know what I'm talking about? Why don't we have enough faith that we can come out here, nigga, and just be ourselves and blow up, nigga? Why do we feel? Because I guess we don't read the Bible. So we don't do what God say. We got to do what this algorithm say. You know what I'm talking about? Because God ain't the one that blesses, I guess. It's YouTube and this algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? So God say don't be sitting around here gossiping, talking about people and doing all that bullshit. But for the algorithm, we gonna say fuck what God talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Because the algorithm say this the only way you can get some money over here is if you jump in this motherfucker, be a gossip mouth ass nigga, Victor Newman face motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. What you say, bro? Old lady. Yeah, we ain't listening to God no more. Because he ain't the one that really take care of us, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? It's YouTube and the algorithm and all that. Gotta have faith, folks. Just let y'all tell it. That's all it's saying in the Bible. God said you have faith, he'll take care of you. So why is motherfuckers panicking with these thirsty thoughts, and we gonna go against what God said, and we gonna sit over here and gossip about motherfuckers and talk about motherfuckers and argue and all this old other bitch ass shit to our way to the top. You know what I'm talking about? But it say don't do that in the Bible. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing now, all you gotta remember is always show a little bit of that love, man. You know what I'm talking about?